Welcome back everyone, and in this video we'll explore power of list comprehension in Python. List comprehension is a concise and powerful technique for creating lists in a single line of code. We'll cover the basic of list comprehension and dive into advanced techniques that can make your code more efficient and expressive. So let's get started. Here we have a list of numbers from the past tutorial. But let's say I want to iterate over these numbers and do something with them, calculate something or subtract something from each one of these numbers. It is very hard to do this because you can actually write a for and then maybe an empty list and put something into an empty list. Like for example, you can do something like this. You can define an empty list up here. This is a way to solve this. And now we can actually do something like this. To get the numbers to the power of 2. It's not really fast in a way, and also doesn't look too good, this. So let's run the code. And it's working what it's supposed to do. But you can, in Python you have a more interesting way to write all this. You can do this just in a simple iteration. You can do, for example, list the power of 2. You can move all these 4 here, and we can write the x here. The code now is more beautiful and is very easy to read. It's doing the same thing. But how is working? You always write a 4 at the last part of the list. And in the first part, it is the iterator or the variable that goes of the numbers, x. And then you can do whatever you want with x. Almost whatever you want with x. Now let's see how we can filter with list comprehension. So as I said, you always write from the right to the left, not to the from the left to the right. So you don't really think of your code like you start with a for, then you use an if, and you do something else. You start to think something like first you use an if, and then you probably need a for to iterate over this. Every time I write list comprehension, I don't write them in this way, just if they are very easy list comprehension. But for example, if you have like 3 fours or you have ifs, a lot of ifs into this, it's very hard to write from the first time, only if you know very good list comprehensions. So let's say we want to filter this. We can filter this using something like this. We write basically an if. So the iterator goes over the if and checks if it's one of these numbers, an even number. If it is an even number, it prints. It actually put it into the list, not prints. So yeah, let's run the code. We get all the even number from this list using list comprehension. Now the next thing is, for example, if you want to have some metrics, and you want to use list comprehension over this. We can do this in the next way. So first we have the matrix. We can write row here. So for every row in our numbers, then comes the second loop for every x in our row. So as I said, you think from the right to left, not from the left to right, in a particular way, let's say. Basically it's the same thing, because you can write this first this and then this, but now we write all this into a list comprehension. If this code was, let's say, a classic code, if it was very messy, maybe it is more easy to understand from beginners, but it is not a very beautiful code, let's say. And now you really want to print something like this. Sorry, X. But also, if you want to find a list, you needed to do something like this. And now we define a new list every iteration, like num1 here. And now we need to append to num1 and the x. And now at the end we need to append the num1 to num. Something like this, I think, and now we can print the num. Sorry, this comes over this. Basically, let's say if we wanted to create a matrix or something else, basically it's almost the same thing. Let's say if you don't want to do this, you can just write num append there. But how I said, it is very hard to do this, and it's not so beautiful. This is more clean. You write in one line and it's not a very big line. It's a Pythonic way to write this. These are just a few examples of these techniques, and we talk about list comprehension and how they works. This concludes our tutorial on list comprehension. And if you got like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.